In this video, we're going to be upgrading my entire Minecraft world. See, this is my old Minecraft world that I used to play in over 5 years ago. And as you can see, all of the buildings and everything are very outdated, messy, and sloppy. So in this video, we are going to be building a new city over this one and turn this Minecraft world into a work of art. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Before we begin building, a special shout out to the Funku-chin on Planet Minecraft for creating the buildings that we are going to be using to build this city. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is begin building the roads in Minedrid, and I'm just going to start out with a basic intersection, and I'm going to put in some buildings along the edge of Gondola City here, where Gondola City and Minedrid meet. So now we're going to put in some trees in between all of the different buildings to kind of give it a more complete look. And next I'm going to build the end of the road. So this is where the road ends, and it'll just circle back around to start going the other direction. Now we're going to build some buildings on the other side over here by the swamp, and put some more birch trees in. And next what we're going to do is we're going to actually expand the road to go the entire length of the city. So as you can see, the city is very large, and all of this is going to eventually get filled in with buildings. Now we're going to paste the capital building from my other Minecraft world, so it's in this one as well. I'm going to change the color of it though to make it unique to this world. And after we place the capital building in the city, what we're going to go ahead and do is insert the soccer stadium. This soccer stadium is going to be white and gold, the same colors as Real Madrid, since the city is named Minedrid. Now what we're going to do is just kind of fill in the edge of the stadium right here to close that gap. And the next thing we're going to do is place a duck in the center of the village. But we're actually going to put a parking garage in before that. So we're going to expand this road down here, put the parking garage in for the stadium, and then change the colors of it a little bit and add in kind of a road to get in and out, which wasn't really included in the schematic of it. Now we're going to add the duck, like I said earlier, and we're going to change the colors of it as well, and make it white and gold with a crown. This duck was originally built by the building duck, but I modified it. And now we're going to put some more buildings in right here, as you can see, to kind of fill in this main road area. And we're also going to put more buildings down here by the parking garage. And next, once all the buildings are in, I have to go in and fill everything and remove some of those buildings that were previously there to replace them with the new updated buildings. Now I'm going to build this bridge right here, and I'm doing a lot of just fill-in work to make sure that all the terrain is blending very well. When you're copying and pasting buildings in a city like this, most of the time is spent actually, just filling in the terrain and making sure that the buildings blend in with their environment. As you can see right now, I'm going to begin building the bridge, and this is just one of the unique bridges that Minedrid has. And now that I'm in the air, I'm going to go ahead and place some trees in between all of the buildings, and I'm also going to build a park and then remove the park which was there before because I moved it to a new location. Gonna build an intersection right there, and now that that is complete, it's time to just get rid of all this junk right here next to the king duck statue, and just put some more trees in right there next to it. And now I'm going to put some trees in next to the Capitol building. That's going to kind of separate that section from the rest of the city. This city is kind of broken up into several districts, which you'll see as we continue building them. So I'm going to remove that roller coaster that was there because it doesn't fit in with the current city plans, and add in some more buildings with another road right here. And we are going to make these roads just 2-lane roads. They're not going to be quite as large as the main street, but a bunch of buildings are going to be in here. Going to add in another church and some more apartments. And then I just kind of have to fill everything in, adding in a few more buildings right there. So now that all the buildings are in place over here, I have to put in the trees. That's just going to kind of wall off those buildings from any thing I might build there in the future. I'm going to build another intersection right here. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to flip to the other side of the city again. So this is the medieval village of Survich. And my next big task is I have to connect this city to Minedrid. So we're going to fly through the center of the city right here inside the castle, where you'll see me working on the secret passageway that goes underneath of the castle. So I'm going to build that really quickly here. It's basically just a large tunnel that's going to pop out, And now, as you can see, I'm going to build a road that connects to that large tunnel so that people can go from Minedrid to Survich. That was really the only way to connect it to the rest of the city, was going underneath the castle, but I think it turned out pretty cool. So as you can see now, I'm building some more buildings here, doing some more terrain work, adding in some more trees, and I removed a lot of that big large structure that was there before. That was the previous spawn point, but of course I moved it because the Capitol building is there now. I'm gonna just remove the vanilla trees and replace them with the custom trees that I have. And now that that is complete, I'm going to build another intersection right here. So next, I'm going to go more towards the center of the city, adding in another series of buildings right here on this little passageway. So there is a river that kind of runs through the whole city, and that means that there's going to be a lot of bridges that I have to build. But I am going to make the road kind of go up here to the mountain area. There were some previous houses, but I ended up removing those and replacing them with the standard buildings. So as you can see right here, it's going to rain a little bit, but then it will stop. I have to remove that previous house and fill it in. And I'm going to take brick and just make a wall right here. I already connected Gondola City to Minedrid, but this is Theme Park Town off to the right. And I have to find a way to connect Theme Park Town to the city of Minedrid. So what I'm going to end up doing here is building a complicated highway intersection to merge this road to the road that Theme Park Town is on. And this will take me several trials of figuring out how the road's going to work and then removing it because it doesn't work out. But eventually I do get the design good to the point where I'm satisfied with it. And I'm just going to go ahead and just fill everything in now. And as you can see, there's Theme Park Town off to the right with a big Ferris wheel. But this road is just going to connect these two cities together. And now that the ramp is done, I'm going to modify the road for Theme Park Town just a little bit. And now we're going to flip back to this part of the city here that the ramp is done and add another building in right there and just kind of polish this area off. A lot of the cities, what I do is I place all the buildings first and then go ahead and just fill in the terrain afterwards. But for Minedrid, what I did was I kind of just built each section one at a time. And I really liked doing this because it was once like that area was done, like it was done. I never had to come back to it again. So that was kind of nice. But now I'm going to build another park in right here because I wasn't really sure what else to put there. And I'm going to fill in some more buildings right here and build another smaller road to connect them. At this point, a lot of what I'm doing is just filling in the spaces that need filled in because all of this, was where I built my previous things, but I'm going to get rid of that old stuff and replace it with new buildings, and it's really coming together nicely and it's looking a lot better. Walk in like a bridge right here. Not really sure what's going on with the showcase right there. It kind of covered up the bridge building. But anyways, I am going to build some more intersections, and now I'm going to actually work on this bridge right here. This is going to be the largest bridge. Before I do that, I do have to build a little walking path. Kind of one of those overhead pedestrian things so that people can walk from one side of the street to the other without having to wait for traffic. But now we are actually working on the bridge, which you can see right here. It just goes over this little river. But I want to give it a cool design. I don't just want it to be a plain bridge with no features to it. So I'm going to build kind of like a truss bridge. I think that's what they're called. So I'm going to start out by building like the skeleton on the left and the right sides of it. And fill it using yellow concrete and diorite. And now I'm going to just add in the rest of the bridge. And I'm going to get rid of the grass in the middle and replace it with concrete. Now I'm going to take a park that I had from one of my previous cities, the city of Suburbia. I built a large park there, and I figured it would really go nicely here, so I copied and pasted it into this city. And I am going to add some more roads. So we have to fill in this area over here with those trees, as you can see from the aerial view of the map. But basically what I'm doing is just getting rid of all of these old things here. So there was an old soccer field there, but if you saw the stadium earlier, you'll realize that the stadium looks a lot nicer than that other field. So no sense in keeping that other field. We are going to get rid of it. And I do have to finish building the rest of the bridge over this corner because there's another little river that it goes over. This bridge is going to be smaller, but we are going to add the intersection in right there. So now that that's complete, we're going to extend the road pretty much all the way to the castle. And add in some more buildings right here. And this is going to be the edge of the town. So this is like the last really area that I have to work on before Minedrid is complete. So I am going to just put some more trees in to create a seamless transition between the custom and vanilla tree environments, and add some more buildings in along the outside right here. And now that I did that, I kind of have to, like I said earlier, polish everything up. I am going to put a concert stage in right here. This came from the city of Seabreeze, which is one of my previous builds that I copy and pasted in right there. And now we're going to add trees in all around that area here and create like a little park in the center. So I'm going to make a cool little water structure right here with glass and water. And then what we're going to do is put the trees all in along the road, and we are basically done building here. Just have to put those trees in along the road right here and make sure that that's all filled in. Put some more bushes and stuff to create a more, realistic environment. And now it is time for the showcase. So we're going to start at the Capitol building. This is where you will spawn in Blocky North when you download the map on my Patreon. And we'll just walk outside here, and you'll get to see the entire city now. So we're going to fly up over kind of like the grass in the front of the Capitol building. And like I said earlier, this is the same Capitol building that you'll find in Blocky South, although this one here in the north is a sandstone texture to match the city. So we'll fly up here. There is the duck statue. I also have one of these in Blocky South, but it looks different because just the environment is different. We are going to take a look at the Capitol building again from the front, just so you can see it. I did build this entire building myself in one of my previous cities, and I just copy and paste it. Same thing with the stadium. So there is the Minedrid Stadium, and once again, it does have the Real Madrid colors, the white stained glass, and then the gold accent looks really nice with it, I think. Definitely one of my favorite stadiums. Now we're going to fly down here through the road, and I did add cars, buses, pedestrian sidewalks, and people. I don't include that in the time-lapse, so because it's really jumbled up, and you can't really see it that good from the video. We are going to fly down through here and take a look at the parking garage and this city street right here. I really like the birch trees in the middle. I think that was a... I hope that you all enjoy that because it makes it look so interesting. And now we're going to take a look at this park. So this is a park that I added. I had a park in my old city, like before I transformed it. So I built one there as well to kind of, bring some of the history back. We are going to go through that building. All these buildings have interiors, by the way. So just an FYI there. And we're going to pass the pedestrian sidewalk, go down this city street right here. And we are approaching this district right here. So it's just another cluster of buildings that you can see right here with the little road. And we'll fly back down through here so you can see the cars. And I put some people walking with the pedestrian sidewalks. And right here we will make a left and go through the main bridge of the city where you can see all of the different cars. And now we will approach this next intersection right here, and we'll turn right and go through the park. So we'll go over that little bridge right there. This is the park, and I really think this turned out well. It blends in beautifully with the environment around it, I think. That worked out really well as far as copying and pasting that from Suburbia. But we're going to fly through this street again right here. This is just another busy street, and we'll fly up and over to the concert area. So this is a cool glass structure I was talking to you about earlier. It has water and glass sticking up from it. I learned that building technique from the building duck and his build team. And I'm gonna go ahead and fly up through here just to kind of show you the interior of these buildings. So all of these buildings were created by the Funku-chin. So just special shout out to him. He did a fantastic job with all these buildings. Definitely go support him on Planet Minecraft. I'll put a link to his page in the description of this video, but you can see that we are going to go through this area as well. Now we're kind of in the central area of the city. We're going to fly up so you can see this Survich castle right there, and now we're going to just go back through here and go down this road. So there is another intersection, and now we are getting close to where Minedrid meets Gondola City. So there's Gondola City right there. It's a little Italian village I built. It includes a market stall with a volcano even. So if you download this map, you get access to all of these cities. And you can do that by joining my Patreon. We are going to fly up through here now. and take a look at this area of the city. So once again, it's just another street that you can see right here. Gonna fly through this building and take a look at this bridge. We're gonna just go through this area real quick first though. So we'll fly up there, and this is a cool aerial view of a lot of the city. So you can see just how big this actually is. This is why it's taken me so long to upload a new video. But now we're gonna fly down through here, past the road. This is a smaller bridge, but it's one of my favorites. And now we're going to turn left and go up to the mountain area. So I used to have really cool houses here, and I replaced them though. And this is where it joins up with Theme Park Town, that intersection ramp that took me so long to build. So this is the Ferris wheel for Theme Park Town. I also added a new soccer stadium to Theme Park Town as well. So you can see that when you download the map. It didn't have a stadium before. But we are going to fly down the mountain again to the main area of the city. And just kind of going down through all of the roads. I think the roads, when you add in the cars and like the people, it really brings the city to life. So like in the time lapse, like you didn't see that, but now in the showcase you can see it because I added it in without recording. But we're just gonna go through the main section of the city right here, and that's pretty much it. So I hope that you enjoy this Minecraft city that I have constructed. If you enjoy it, be sure to join my Patreon and download it.